What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and I'm here to talk about the Pokemon Legends leaks, and I believe they are completely 100% real. The latest Pokemon Legends ZA trailer has confirmed Mega Dragonite and a bunch of other characters, and this was information that we've known for a while, which probably means everything else that we knew is true, and we're going to go over all of the confirmed Megas from this leak. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and to support my work by becoming a channel member. And let's dive in. So let's begin with Mega Dragonite, the first new Mega that has been announced for Pokemon Legends ZA in the most recent trailer. It looks a lot like Dragonair. It's a combination between the two with the Pearl. It got more wing motifs on it. I overall think it's an alright design. You can let me know in the comment section below how you feel about it. But what is really interesting is the descriptions for every single new Mega Pokemon leaked months ago on 4chan, I believe in like February or March. And this is what they leaked for Mega Dragonite. Mega Dragonite has two big angel wings coming out of its head instead of the antennas, a blue orb near the end of its tail, extra angel wings above its arms, and extra angel wings on its heels like Terraria or Hermes boots. Now that sounds really correct. That sounds like a really correct description of what the real product is. We got the wings on the head. We got the Hermes little boots type vibe here. We got the long tail with the pearl on it. This description 100% nailed what a Mega Dragonite would look like. Now, that is a correct leak. And if one of these leaks is right, we're going to go down a rabbit hole of more and more leaks being correct. So this was a collaboration of a bunch of different leaks. This leaked in March of 2025. And this was like a bunch of characters and what they would be doing in the story and things like that. Some of these we have not seen yet, but some of these we just saw in the trailer. So like Mabel is the new professor of the Kalos region. She isn't evil anymore, and she is the owner of the ZA starters. Well, she's a professor. She's probably given us the ZA starters, huh? Emma appears as a detective, investigates the appearance of rogue Mega Pokemon, and she wears a census suit with a small beige overcoat. She looks like she's in her mid-late 20s. She uses Mega Malamar. We didn't get confirmation of that part, but apparently that is what she's going to be using. And then a couple other characters that are very interesting. Corvu, the leader of the Kalos Mafia, uses Mega Scolipede. And then Felipe, second in command of the Kalos Mafia, uses Mega Skarmory. And then there's a couple other characters we haven't met yet that introduce other Megas to us throughout the game. But let's start here with Corvu. So this guy is the leader of the Rust Syndicate. Now this sort of backs up the Corvu. The name was not 100% correct. And my understanding is they were using essentially like Google Translate to do the leak. But they got the front part of the name right. And they said leader of the Kalos Mafia uses Mega Scolipede. So, one, if we're going to just talk about it, he is the leader of the Rust Syndicate. He does have an absolute, undeniable criminal mafia vibe and look to him. And it's a syndicate, which is essentially another term for mafia here. Now, Rust is a very interesting term. Now, what would describe Rust? Well, if you think of two Pokemon types that would describe Rust, it would be Steel. And then if you were to put Poison on Steel, you could get some sort of corrosion and age that metal, that Steel, and it'll get rusty. So that's sort of why when we are watching this trailer here, you can see that we have like Mega Steelix is in the background. There's also King Ambit statues as well. So we are getting that Rust feeling from that too, right? So that makes a lot of sense. So he's the Mafia boss, and his ace is a Mega Scolipede. Now, they sort of troll us, and he throws it like an Arbok. But, I mean, I don't think, if you're doing a Pokemon battle against someone, they don't usually lead with their ace. So I do think Mega Scolipede will be their ace, and I definitely believe that is going to be a thing that happens because they got the fact that the dude was a Mafia boss and essentially his name was correct. So that makes a lot of sense. And of course, the poison motif. Next up is Felipe. So there's a guy in the trailer that was hanging out right behind him. And that's the right-hand man, Felipe. And he has much more of a steel motif on his body. He has a lot more staples and bands on his body. Even his beard and his mohawk have like this much more like rugged, like stiff look to it, which make a lot, and I would say even spiky look, right? And there are, like I said, King Gambit statues in the area, and of course the Steelix on the walls. So he's the second command, and apparently his ace is Mega Skarmory. Now that makes a lot of sense to me. That's Mega Skarm, because Skarm is a very pointy Pokemon. Supposedly Mega Skarmory is also gonna be a completely golden Pokemon, and he does have gold accents on him. He has a gold like tie here. He has a gold little like, I forgot the name of it on his suit, but he has a gold one of those. I mean, there's even gold statues in this area too. So I feel like this is another confirmation that Mega Skarmory is probably going to be in the game, right? And once again, Mabel, which we did saw in the trailer, this was 100% correct. She's the acting director of the Pokemon Research Lab. 100% got that right too. So that's another big one for the leaks. And then Emma, Maggie's code name is Detective. Her hair is short, so that was part of the leak. And well, her hair is short. They also got the Eterna suit that she is wearing, and that she's in her mid-20s, so she definitely looks like she's in her mid-20s. And then they also talked about many pairs of leaked Pokemon, which, you know, Mega Excadrill, Mega Electros, Dragonite, and Drampa will have their own respective trainers. But something I really want to talk about that they're probably hinting at in a future trailer is two new characters, Lita and Naveen. Now, Lita is a dance school student, and her partner Pokemon is Staryu, while Naveen is a fashion designer. I do want to notice he is wearing a white jacket, very noticeable white jacket here, and his partner Pokemon is a Scraggy. Now, according to the leaks, and this is a leak that contains every single one of the Mega Pokemon, but we're going to focus on these two Pokemon right here. Mega Scrafty and Mega Starmie have been leaked by this back in March. Now, the description for Mega Scrafty is, Mega Scrafty wears a white hoodie that covers its mohawk. The hoodie is open in the front, so it looks like the sleeve drapes off his arms, and there is more fabric, ribbon-like more sleeves draping off its back. Its pants are also white with rips across the knees that you can see the orange skin through. An orange tail peeks through the pants now instead of being covered by them. And then the Mega Starmie is the purple is more vibrant. It has really long legs, and that's about it. It looks like a Starmie, but has really long legs. Now, going back to this, Naveen is wearing this big white coat, and his partner is a Scraggy. So this all says to me that the Mega Scrafty is 100% real, because the fact that his partner trainer is wearing the coat, and Lita is a dancer. She is a dancing student, and hey, guess what? We got a Starmie who's a dancing Pokemon. Long legs, great for dancing. You can make a Dancing with the Stars type joke there too. You know, that makes a lot of sense. There's a strong connection here. And like I said, this image was made back in March, way before this trailer in July. So that's another huge one right there. And this is actually a in-game model rip that we got. When did we get this? This was back in April. Back in April of 2025 that we got this Mega Starmie. And this is what it supposedly looks like. It was ripped out of the game and then taken, like blended a little bit of AI. But that's what it supposedly looks like. And we also got another model ripped as well, which is a Mega Dragalge, which is, once again, this model is ripped out of the game and blended through AI, which is why it doesn't have any eyes or anything like that, but this is what Mega Dragalge is supposedly going to end up looking like. So here is our list of the 26 Pokemon getting Megas. Technically it's 27 because Pyroar has a male and female version of the Mega, and based on the Pokemon here, only a couple of them are getting type changes, with Meganium is Grass and Fairy, Fable is going to be Fairy and Flying, Fraligator is going to be Dragon and Water, and then Barbaracle is going to be Fighting and Rock. Everything else is going to be keeping the same typing as before. Now, these are all descriptions of what they end up looking like, but we do have some decent fan art of what they actually look like in the game, at least based on the descriptions. And once again, the Dragonite looks pretty close to what the final form was if you were just to describe it. But, you know, this is what we're looking at. We got a good amount of new Megas, 26 Megas, and it looks like we have a lot of returning Pokemon as well. So I do think this is overall going to be a very solid list, and I don't think this list is going to change Obviously, they could have changed some things late in development, but supposedly this information is all coming from an August 2024 build of Pokemon Legends ZA that was leaked onto the internet, which someone has been playing, which is why they have all this information already. And so far, it's been true. Wouldn't be surprised if some things end up getting changed. Maybe a Pokemon gets added to this, but we'll just have to wait and see. But it does look like the game has been completely leaked. I did not really cover story stuff in this video, but I do know a ton of story information and other things, which I don't want to share in this particular video, maybe in a future one. We'll just have to wait and see. But there you have it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.